Imagine facing a choice so impossible that your faith, your courage, and even your life hang in the balance. Picture a young woman, barely more than a girl, standing in defiance of a world that demanded her silence. This is the story of Saint Margaret of Antioch, a legend whose unwavering faith shook an empire and whose courage continues to inspire centuries later. Born in the ancient city of Antioch during the reign of Roman persecution, Margaret was the daughter of a pagan priest. Yet, even as a child, something set her apart. Entrusted to the care of a Christian nurse, Margaret's heart was captivated by the message of Jesus Christ, a message that would soon put her at the center of a story as dramatic as any ever told. As Margaret grew, her faith grew stronger, even as the risks of believing were greater than ever. With an open, generous heart, she lived out the teachings of Christ, embracing the poor, the suffering, and the outcast, quietly becoming a living witness of Christian love in a world hostile to her beliefs. But soon, her faith could no longer remain hidden. Margaret's beauty and virtue drew the attention of Olybrius, the powerful prefect of Antioch. Smitten, he sought her hand in marriage, on one condition, that she renounce her Christian faith and embrace the gods of Rome. Margaret stood firm. With words as bold as her convictions, she refused, declaring her loyalty to Christ above all else. Olybrius's admiration quickly turned to fury. In a public show of power, he had Margaret imprisoned and tortured. Yet through it all, Margaret's faith did not waver. According to tradition, Margaret endured terrible ordeals, scourging, fire, attempted drowning. But it was the vision of a dragon, representing the devil himself, that has become one of the most enduring images of her story. In the darkness of her cell, the dragon appeared, threatening to devour her. Margaret, armed only with the sign of the cross, confronted the beast, emerging victorious as its chains fell away. To this day, she is often depicted triumphing over a dragon, a powerful symbol of good conquering evil. Despite every torment, Margaret's courage inspired all who heard of it. Her refusal to abandon her faith became an act of quiet rebellion, a light shining in a world of darkness. Finally, Margaret was condemned to death. Even in her final moments, she offered forgiveness to her persecutors and prayers for those who would come after her. Legend tells us that hundreds were converted by her witness that very day, including those who had carried out her execution. Though centuries have passed, the legacy of Saint Margaret endures. She became one of the most revered virgin martyrs of the early church, and is counted among the 14 holy helpers. Her name was a source of strength for generations of Christians, and especially for women seeking courage in the face of hardship and injustice. Today, we remember Saint Margaret not only for her miracles and martyrdom, but for her unshakable conviction that faith is worth everything. Her story challenges us. What are we willing to stand for? What would we risk to remain true to our deepest beliefs? As we celebrate her feast, let's ask for the courage of Margaret. Let's tell her story, at home, at church, online, so that her example may inspire a new generation to live boldly and faithfully, no matter the cost. If Saint Margaret's witness moves you, share this story. Keep her legacy alive, and let it inspire you to answer the call to courage in your own life.